What is up, everybody? I am super pumped to be here with you guys. Welcome to SaltCo Live. Tonight, we are giving away tacos. Let's go. I am super pumped. I do want to apologize. I am dropping frames like nobody's business over here. It is going to be probably a little bit laggy tonight. My internet is hanging in there, but I'm putting it to the test tonight. But it is super good to be with all you guys. Everyone in the chat, I like your poster. Which one? The Who Do You Say I Am or the Mandalorian? Baby Yoda is oh, I went the wrong way. There we go. Baby Yoda is where it's at. So in just a couple minutes, we're going to play a game. We are playing on Kahoot again. So the winner of our Kahoot taco quiz tonight is getting some tacos from my favorite taco place. It's called Invicto Tacos. It's in Warrenville, but I will get them door-dashed over to you at the time of your choosing, whenever you want to. So it is going to be, these tacos are worth it. I'm telling you guys, they are so good. So if you haven't played on Kahoot, you need to either get the app, or you can just go to the website. I'll post it here in just a second. But then it will work best for you if you have a second screen set up so you can still see the live stream. So you can still watch on YouTube and you can answer on your phone. Last thing before we get started, I apologize if it feels quiet or like dull. I am scrubbing all sound out of the live stream so that we don't get shut down by YouTube. So there's no music, there's no sound effects. We're going to try and figure out what went wrong, but that's what we're going with for right now. If we get shut down tonight, there's something else going on. It's spiritual warfare, I'm telling you guys. So head over to Kahoot. We're going to get this thing started. If you have never used Kahoot before, it is super easy. It is basically you're going to have 4 options and you're just going to choose which one you think is the best. I know, Austin, I literally just muted it because I forgot I had it on for ignition. So while we are playing, while you guys are watching, you'll see some questions in the bottom right of your screen. If any of those jump out to you and you're like, hey, I do have a question about the Bible. I wish I did know that. Feel free to post that in the comments, and then I'll answer whatever questions. Like that one, what is your favorite ice cream flavor? If you don't have a favorite ice cream flavor, I don't know what you're doing. You got to get it together. All right, we have 9 people in the game at this point. We are going to go fresh avocado. We'll start this game at 7:05. 7:05, we'll get the game started. Here is what I need to know, though. Kahoot music. Getting us shut down. What has been the best and worst parts of social distancing, right? So we're sheltered in place. What has been the worst part? What has been the best part? I've asked this a couple times in Lightco, a couple times in SaltCo. What is going good? What is awful right now? Let's see. We've got Tessa, Kahoot Music, 11, I think is how you would say that. Barb, Small Pond, Josiah, Gina. So if you are just jumping in, it looks like we had a couple more people. Head over to, you can see the info on your screen. It's kahoot.it, or you can use the Kahoot app, but Sam calls those people tryhards. So that is, if that's who you are, you're going to dominate. And then our game pin is posted there as well. That lets you get into our game. We are doing taco trivia. So all of the questions are taco related. Some of them I was like, oh, that's easy, I got this. And then some of them I was like, holy cow, what in the world? So it is 7:05. We are up to 15. I'm going to give another minute or two. We'll go at 7:07 because we got more people that just jumped in. Um, yeah, it's good. Um, I feel you, Austin. I'm kind of in the same boat. I actually am an introvert as well. And then I like have moments where I'm super extroverted, right? Where like at Swarm or something like that, right? I'm going nuts. But my default is actually to be super introverted. Um, and so I've kind of been in that same boat where I have like this good and this bad. All right, we are going to start this game. No, it's back. Okay, I thought I got shut down. It was buffering. 11 people in the game. We are going to start. It had a error message pop up. It should come back, guys. It will come back here in just a second. I'm still streaming. Let me know if you guys are back. Cool. So this is our first question. It cut out there for a second. Here we go. How many tacos are consumed in the United States each year? 1.5 million, 5.5 million, 4.5 billion, or 1.5 billion? It is just a guessing game, honestly. We've got 9 answers, 10 answers. Your odds are 1 in 4. 4.5 billion tacos, guys. That is so many tacos. Like, how? That's almost as many tacos as there are people in the world. That's insane. Nice job, Barb. 950 points. That was like an instant answer. How big was the biggest taco ever? Biggest taco ever. 624 feet, 2,460 feet, 462 feet, and 246 feet. We sure do. Tacos, Missy. We had our first question was how many tacos are consumed every year, and it's 4.5 billion tacos. We've got 10 answers in. Biggest taco ever was 246 feet. Did people really guess 2,460? That is so big. That is. Someone do the math for me. How many football fields is that? Not the correct answer. The correct answer is just under 1 football field, which is insane. All right, question 3. Where was the taco born? LA, Puerto Rico, Aurora, or Mexico? My money is on Aurora. I'm not sure about you guys, but I've gotten some amazing tacos in Aurora. 10 answers in. We need like one more. Low key, guys, when it cut out there for a second. Xander, we don't need to talk about that. When it cut out for a second, my heart stopped. I was like, oh my gosh, no, not again. But we're back, and my internet appears to be doing better. I'm still dropping a lot of frames, but it's okay. It's hanging in there. 10 answers in, looking for one more. Aurora, 100%. What's up, Becca? All right, 1. Mexico was the correct answer. All right, Fresh Avocado just staying on top. Kahoot Music is right there, down by about 1,000. Who is Fresh Avocado and who is Kahoot Music? Oh, cool. Thanks, Austin. That's good to know. Taco Bell started out as a pizza stand, a gyro stand, a wonderful dream, or a burger stand. It was obviously a wonderful dream. Austin Westering, of course your Kahoot Music. Of course. Pizza, gyro, burgers, or was it just someone's wonderful dream? 11 answers in. Let's see what we got. Oh, is it going to go? It's not going to go. Still waiting. There it goes. 9 said a gyro stand. Guys, Taco Bell started out as a burger stand. Isn't that insane? They really got off track. They got off track so fast. All right, one of the first taco trucks is thought to have started in New York in what year? 1986, 1996, 1966, or 1976? That is what the internet told me, Austin. They started out as a burger stand way back in the day. I don't think it was probably called Taco Bell. It was probably called something else, and then they changed their name after they discovered that money is in tacos. But who knows? Who knows? All right, we've got 12 answers in. 1966. We've been eating tacos for a long time. Some movement there. Ginger's mom. That must be Missy Brocious. What does the word taco mean? Delicious lunch, cheap lunch, light lunch, or diarrhea? I'm expecting we will all be completely grown up in the chat here. Delicious lunch, cheap lunch, light lunch, or diarrhea? Not what does it cause, what does it mean? What does the word taco mean? Light lunch. Someone said diarrhea, guys. Come on. I can't. Oh my gosh. All right, moving on. Fresh Avocado has been dethroned. Ginger's mom jumps into first, and Abby right there as well. Harrison making some moves. 7 out of 11. Taco Bell was the first national chain to get rid of what? Napkins, friendly workers, music, or the kids menu? My mom said diarrhea and I pressed it, okay? Tessa, that's pretty good too. Anytime you go to Taco Bell, you know you're going to get a cheap meal. The nice thing that I like about Taco Bell is I can get completely full with like $3. All right, Ginger's mom, Abby, Fresh Avocado look like they are the only ones with a chance at this point. Crazier things can happen. Tessa and Harrison are there, but it's looking like one of those top three will end up with the tacos. We'll see though. Salsa is Spanish for what? You guys got this. This is easy. I believe in you. You're not going to get this one wrong. Let's dance. Condiment, spice, or sauce? Guys, update. My internet has leveled out. Good news. Sauce was the correct answer, but it's also a dance, so that's confusing. Harrison, Tessa, Barb, and Taco jump into the top 5. Missy holds on to her lead on the top, though. It's not looking good, guys. Missy's getting free tacos. What did Del Taco offer almost a decade before McDonald's did? A dollar menu, combo meals, a drive-through, or kids meals? Dollar menu, drive-through, combo meals, or a kids meal. They were the first people to do a drive-through. They understood, hey, we're doing tacos, we're doing it fast, we're going to make it happen. Ginger's mom holding on. Tessa is making a run for it. We've got 2 questions left. Tessa, I believe in you. You got this. When is National Taco Day? October 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th? This is an absolute guessing game. I have no idea. Does anyone actually know what it is, or is everyone guessing? I feel like it just happened. Or no, Taco Bell was giving away free tacos because, yes, there we go. October 4th. Taco Bell was giving away free tacos. Oh my goodness, it is neck and neck. Ginger's mom and Tessa are within 140 points or so. Going into the last question, they could both get it right, and Tessa could jump Missy if Tessa answers first. This is intense, guys. Here we go. On average, how many pounds of beef does Taco Bell serve every year? 11 billion, 300 million, 100 million, or 200 million? How many pounds of beef does Taco Bell serve every year? 11 billion for sure. Yep. Correct answer, 300 million. Let's see who is getting free tacos. Here we go. Third place, Fresh Avocado. Moment of Truth. Second place, Tessa. And first place, Missy Brocious. Nice job. All the top three got 6 out of 11. So the Brocious household, you guys are getting some tacos from my favorite place. Missy or Harrison, you'll have to reach out and get that scheduled with me. I'll get those sent over your way. Do you guys want to play I Don't Really Win Tacos? Missy, I need an explanation. You came in first. Tessa gets the tacos. So here's the thing. Harrison was super pumped. Missy, I'll give you the option of passing the tacos off to Tessa because, as a leader, I get that. Or you can take them and keep them. You just let me know what you want to do. Tessa wins the tacos. Oh boy, we're going to have chaos in the chat for a couple minutes. We'll get that figured out. Here is what I want to know, guys. Do you guys want to play another, a different Kahoot? We won't have a prize for this one. Do you want to play that now, or do you want to do the message and then we'll jump back into Kahoot later? So we can play another round of Kahoot. I only have one taco voucher, so there will not be a prize for this one. GG's, everybody, GG's. It sounds like Tessa and Missy, you're going to have to figure it out. I believe in you. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to play another round of Kahoot. I need to switch this back to me really quick. I'm going to get this set up. I went in and favorited a whole bunch of basically the best ones. So this is a brain teaser. Play, teach, boom. These are riddles. So I have high hopes for you guys on this one. And we are good to go. Tessa, when we are out of lockdown, we can go get tacos together. That's a good idea. I like that. I approve. All right, round 2 of Kahoot. We are at Kahoot.com or Kahoot.it, and the game pin is 7471543. Kahoot Music 2.0, bringing it back. A Saltco taco run. We should totally do that. Or we should go to Popeyes after church sometime. That would be good. Not Becca's. For sure not Becca. Fresh Avocado. Don't. The names, guys. It's good. You guys are killing it. 8 people. Ken DeCook is in the game. Wow. I'm concerned at this point. Taco Mama. I've never gone to Popeyes with you, Ken. You never went when we went after church? PK Fire. Guys, low-key, I did go to Popeyes the other day. I went through the drive-thru, and they still have a great chicken sandwich. That's the official update from Popeyes. Eating in your car is probably a better option than eating in the parking lot, Sam. But, it's okay. You can sit on the ground if you want to. All right, at 7:20, we are starting the game. It is 7:19, so there's about 20 people watching right now. Only 12 in the game. So if you guys are watching and you want to jump in, Now is the time. It is 7:20. We've got 12 people in the game, 11 people in the game. Someone left. All right, here we go. Brain teasers. 3, 2, 1. I am what I am, but if you know what I am, then I'm no longer what I am. What am I? What? I am what I am, but if you know what I am, then I'm a secret. Because then it wouldn't be a secret anymore. Guys, that's a good one. I would have missed that. Kendi Cook, nice job. Pat myself on the back right there. All right, 2 out of 12. What occurs twice in a week, once in a year, but never in a day? Twice in a week, once in a year, but never in a day. A fortnight? A birthday? No, because that wouldn't happen twice in the same week. Guys, how are you all getting these right? Are you serious? The letter E, because it's in week 2 times and year once. I get it. Okay, this is good. Kendi Cook staying on top. What can be broken even without a touch? Silence, paper, a promise, or glass. I feel like you could break either. There were 2 correct options on that one. Ugh. Kendi Cook staying on top, though. I'm light as a feather, yet the strongest man can't hold me for more than 5 minutes. What am I? That's an easy one. I got that one. They are very deep questions, Ellie. It's definitely a ton of bricks, right? It's got to be a ton of bricks. No. Someone said a promise. Someone got one wrong. Oh, no. Wow, it is so close at the top. Who is Kendi Cook? Who is that person? What kind of coat can only be put on when wet? Yeah, that's an easy one. Having options. Okay, Sam, the world record for holding someone's breath is over 10 minutes. But that's, the best of the best. A coat of paint. I thought it would be a raincoat. Because you would only wear a raincoat in the rain. All right. Kendi Cook, his lead is down to 23 points. What runs but never walks, has a bed but never sleeps, and has a mouth but never eats. There's literally a picture of the answer. Why? Why would they put a picture of the answer? How does someone hold their breath for 22 minutes, Sam? Ellie fell out of the top. What has a face and 2 hands but no arms or legs? A bear? A tree? A clock? A clock. Yeah, because it's got a face and the 2 hands. But what if it has some like the alarms, on some of those? What has to be broken before you can use it? An egg, a glass, a window, or a seal? It's got to be an egg, right? A seal. So like a seal. So I was also thinking that a horse would be a great answer because you have to break the horse before it'll let you ride it. Not like, break it, but like it's like a terminology thing. Not Becca has a 10-point lead. It is anyone's game though. What belongs to you but is used more by others than yourself? Your phone number, your clothes, your phone, or your name? There were 2 correct answers there. Your name and your phone number. That one makes sense. That one wasn't too difficult. No, you don't hurt it, but you have to, it's the terminology. I would never want to hurt a horse. Horses are beautiful. What is always coming but never arrives? Tomorrow, right? Today is here. Yesterday was. In the past. If the past is coming for you, what do your parents call you, Tessa? If they never call you Tessa. All right, 11th question. I'm full of keys, but I can't open any doors. What am I? A box, a notebook, a computer, keys. There's keys on a keyboard. And there's keys on a piano. Duh. Ugh. All right, last question. Heading into the final round, Not Becca has a 50-ish point lead. PK Fire is right there. Ella is right there. Really, Tessa and Fresh Avocadon't could win if a whole bunch of people lose. What gets more wet the more it dries? The pavement? A towel. Towels aren't wet. The rain? A shower. A shower or the rain? What gets more wet the more that it dries? A towel. But towels aren't wet. I'm confused. Someone explain that one to me. What gets more wet the more it dries? Anyway. 3rd place, Tessa. Another strong Kahoot performance. PK Fire jumps into 2nd. And in 1st place, Not Becca. Definitely. All right, here. Towels dry you off. They continually get wet. But if you dry off with a towel, it gets damp. They get wet when you dry yourself off. Oh, I gotcha. I'm with you, Ella. That was not my favorite Kahoot. I feel like it was a little bit rigged. But nice job, Becca. Nice job, Tessa. Nice job. I'm guessing PK Fire is Jake. Well done, friends. Well done. GG's, everybody. We're having a conversation, Becca. I'm concerned. All right, so we are heading into one of my favorite weeks of the entire year. I'm so pumped about this every single year, and that is Holy Week. So this week we have a bit of a different schedule. I'll post it at the end. But we are doing stuff every day this week. Like we did last week, we're doing Minecraft Monday tomorrow. And then we have stuff Tuesday. Light Co is Wednesday. We'll get together and talk about Maundy Thursday. And then Good Friday. And then on Saturday, I forget what I had in the schedule, but it's in there. And then we have Easter Sunday next week. And typically, we don't have SaltCo on Easter Sunday because it's a day that everyone likes to stay home and celebrate with their family, and maybe you have get-togethers and tons of plans. This year, obviously, we are not doing that. So we are going to have a SaltCo live stream next week. We will be getting together. I will get back with you guys if we're going to do Ignition next week. But we will for sure have SaltCo Live that you can tune into and play some games, and we'll celebrate Easter all together. So I'm super excited about that. But what I would love is if you guys would go ahead and take a second and get any distractions, just set those aside, and then bow your heads with me. I'm going to open us in prayer, and then we'll get started. Lord, thank you so much for all my friends who are tuning in tonight and just hanging out and having a good time with their friends and playing some games. And I just pray that you would speak through me tonight and help me to just share what you would have for everyone to hear tonight. I'm so grateful for all my leaders and for all of the students who jumped into Ignition tonight. And I just pray that you would be with each and every one of our students, whether we are gathered together or we're meeting online. I love you, and I thank you for everything you've given us. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys, so since we have been sheltered in place, I have started binge watching a couple different things. And so one of those things have been like these crime documentaries. Is anyone like watching stuff like that? Like the one that got a lot of notoriety was obviously this Tiger King, which I don't recommend anybody watching it. It is just very, very dark. But there's something about these true crime stories that just really captivates me. There's this intrigue and this drama, and as we're going and you're introduced to these people, right, stuff starts to happen, and then there's this, all of the investigation stuff happens, and it just has really sucked me in. It's been a lot of fun, but in like a train wreck you can't look away kind of way. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, it's so bad that it's good, right? So then there's stuff like Judge Judy, right? And now I'm not binge watching Judge Judy, but the drama of that, where they're all sitting in a courtroom and they're going back and forth, I love that energy in that space where it's people talking. It's what's going to happen next. It's I don't know. There's this story element that gets told over the course of whatever episode you're watching, right? And this narrative starts to reveal itself, right? Where you thought, oh, that person's an okay dude. Well, it turns out he's been doing some stuff on the side, and then the story gets built and it comes out and it just builds and builds and builds. Well, that is exactly what happens in the Bible, right? When God created the world all the way back in Genesis, right? He started right after the fall, and he started to declare what he was going to do. And so that story goes all the way through the Old Testament, through the people of Israel, and through Abraham, and getting led out of Egypt by Moses, and on into the Promised Land, right? And then they get taken into captivity, and there's this whole story that's building. This whole thing has been developing through the prophets and through the kings and through captivity, all of this stuff. And the children of Israel were very much like, our time is coming, right? In Ignition tonight, we talked about some Old Testament prophecies, right? We looked at the book of Isaiah and how the children of Israel had latched onto a couple of these prophecies that are about Jesus. And they were expecting something completely different than what Jesus was. They were expecting a conquering hero, someone to come in and drive out the Romans and lead them into a new kingdom, right? But that's not exactly what Jesus came to do. He did come to start a new kingdom, but it's not the kingdom that the Jews were looking for, right? So I'm going to, as we're heading into Holy Week, I want to talk about the most important part of that narrative of the Christian story, of the story of the Bible and what God has been doing, right? So this is John chapter 19. And I'm going to stop at a couple points and just make a couple comments, and then I have some questions. But I'm going to read through this. This is in the Message version, which sometimes I like to read in because it's communicated a little bit differently, and it's not what we would call like a scholarly Bible, but it's different language, and it's sometimes refreshing to mix it up when you use a Bible that's someone's paraphrase instead of like a literal translation. So this is John chapter 19, starting in verse 17. And they took Jesus away. Carrying his cross, Jesus went out to the place called Golgotha, where they crucified him, and with him 2 others, one on each side, Jesus in the middle. Pilate wrote a sign and had it placed on the cross. It read, "Jesus the Nazarene, the King of the Jews." Many of the Jews read the sign because the place where Jesus was crucified was right next to the city. It was written in Hebrew, Latin, and Greek. The Jewish high priest objected. "Don't write the King of the Jews," they said. "Make it, 'This man said, I am the King of the Jews.'" And Pilate said, "What I have written, I've written." When they crucified him, the Roman soldiers took his clothes and divided them up 4 ways, to each soldier a fourth. But his robe was seamless, a single piece of weaving. So they said to each other, "Let's not tear it up. Let's throw dice to see who gets it." This confirmed the scripture that said, "They divided up my clothes among them and threw dice for my coat." This is one of the passages that we looked at in Ignition. But over and over again, John writes in this account that this validated scripture, right? That this is what happened because it was prophesied, and God did exactly what he said he was going to do. Over and over again, he uses that language. And this is tied directly to prophecies in the book of Isaiah about what the Messiah is going to do. There's the prophecy in Isaiah chapter 6 that we talked about earlier, that the Jews had latched onto, that he would come and he would be a king and he would rule. This is the passage later on that John is saying that Jesus fulfills. Jesus, when he comes and he is crucified, is the Messiah that God said he would send all those years ago. Going on, while the soldiers were looking after themselves, Jesus' mother, his aunt Mary, the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene stood at the foot of the cross. Jesus saw his mother and the disciple he loved standing near her. He said to his mother, "Woman, here is your son." Then to the disciple, "Here is your mother." From that moment, the disciple accepted her as his own mother. Jesus, seeing that everything had been completed, so that the scripture record might also be complete, then said, "I'm thirsty." A jug of sour wine was standing by. Someone put a sponge soaked with the wine on a javelin and lifted it to his mouth. After he took the wine, Jesus said, "It is done. It's complete." Bowing his head, he offered up his spirit. Then the Jews, since it was the day of Sabbath preparation, and so the bodies wouldn't stay on the crosses over the Sabbath, it was a high holy day that year, petitioned Pilate that their legs be broken to speed death, and the bodies taken down. So the soldiers came and broke the legs of the first man crucified with Jesus, and then the other. When they got to Jesus, they saw he was already dead, so they didn't break his legs. One of the soldiers stabbed him in the side with his spear. Blood and water gushed out. The witnesses to these things has presented an accurate report. He saw it himself and is telling the truth, so that you also will believe. These things that happened confirmed the scripture, not a bone in his body was broken. And the other scripture that reads, "They will stare at the one they pierced." Over and over again, we see John echoing back to this narrative, right? This is what we've been talking about. This is what God has been doing. This is where we've been going this whole time. Over and over again, he goes back to that. So when we look at Jesus on the cross and knowing what happened, all of these details are painting this picture of this most important day. There are 2 days, 3 days really, There's a day that Jesus was born. That's a huge day that we celebrate. And then there's obviously Easter. And Easter is the day we celebrate Jesus rising from the dead that changed everything. This is the other incredibly significant day because at the cross, Jesus did something. And we're going to talk about that over this coming week leading up to Easter through our different services. But when we look at it, it's not random. It's not, oh, Jesus was a good guy and then he was killed. It happened because God ordered all of these things, and he had been telling his people, hey, this is what I'm going to do. And John is showing us, hey, Jesus did that. Jesus came and was who he said he was. He said he was the Son of God, and he lived a perfect life and died in this exact way because it was prophesied that he would years and years and years ago. And as this story develops, none of this is an accident. None of it is happenstance. It wasn't random. We look at the details of the crucifixion. There is this remarkable plan that God has been orchestrating. In the coming lessons, we'll talk more about why and what Jesus' death on the cross and resurrection, what all of that means, right? But this isn't just some like afterthought. This isn't just like, oh yeah, I guess Jesus is going to die. This was part of God's plan from the very beginning. It's important for us to understand that this event, though, doesn't just pass by meaninglessly. It has a life-changing purpose. Jesus was crucified so that he could carry our sin to death and leave it in the grave where it belongs, right? So when he lived the perfect sinless life, he presented himself as an offering to the Lord to take our place. What we deserve is the death that Jesus got. But because of God's mercy and his plan, this plan that he has orchestrated out over the course of centuries, of decades, of millennium, this plan that Jesus would come, live this life, this perfect life, and die for us because he loved us. So when Jesus says on the cross there at the end, it is finished, it is done, that's what he's saying. This story that God has been writing since the beginning of creation is done. I have concluded what needs to be done here. I have lived my life and I have died so that we can be forgiven and we can have new life through him. Once we realize that that's what he's doing on the cross, that shows us how much Jesus loves us. That's what it's all about, right? There's this story, and the story is all about redemption and love, and how much God loved us, that he sent his only son, and that Jesus loved us so much that he would live and die willingly for us. It was not a emotionless thing. It was not something that he just did because he could. Jesus came and he did all of that whole story because he loves us, and he wants us to have a restored relationship with God. So if you're in the spot where you understand all that stuff, but you have never made a commitment to Jesus, you have never opened up your heart to him and started that new life that we're talking about here, I would love to talk with you. I would love to have a conversation with you over the phone or FaceTime or Google Hangouts. I want to talk with you more about what that looks like. That's amazing. I hope that some of you guys will reach out to me, even if you just have questions. I would love to answer questions and talk with you guys about what it means that Jesus died on the cross and how does that change what we're doing today. Because honestly, it changes everything. When we look at those TV shows and those documentaries, right, that I was talking about earlier, what I like to imagine is that person that's been doing that stuff that the show is about, in that moment where they are convicted and they are confronted with their behavior, that someone steps in and they're worthy of death, of prison, right, of being executed in this show. And that's Jesus, and he offers to take the payment for them. I think that's why I'm so captivated by those, because there's this narrative, and then never in those shows is it interrupted the way that our lives are by the life of Jesus. Um, when we see these people in these shows doing crazy stuff, and then our lives, we don't do that crazy stuff, right? Necessarily. If you are, I need to know about it. We got to have a different conversation. But Jesus interrupts everything that we're doing with the life that he lived so that we can live restored relationships with God. That's what it's all about. It's all about love. It's about what Jesus did. So reach out to me. I hope you guys will talk to me. I'd love to have some conversations with you guys. We are going to go play a couple more games. We can either do Kahoot or I can fire up some Jackbox games. But first, I would love to pray with you guys one more time, and then I have some announcements and we'll get going. Lord, thank you so much for all my friends who are here tonight. I pray that you would just move in their hearts, and that you would stir their hearts to a relationship with you. And if they don't know you, I pray that you would reveal yourself to them, that you would show them how much you love them, and that this story, this grand narrative, wouldn't just be some fairy tale or a cool concept, but that you would show them that it's real, and how much and how deeply you love them. We love you, Lord, and I just pray that you would protect all of us in this season and help us to love you and serve you well. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys. So announcements. Here we go. This is our schedule I was talking about for next week. We have Minecraft Mondays. That's tomorrow. That's at 7 p.m. On Tuesday is Home Ec with Ken, right? So I want to show you guys how to make a meal that you can make for your parents and just kind of do something nice for them, be a gift, do something kind to take some load off of their plate, because it's a crazy time right now for them and for you guys, for all of us. But I think that's a really cool idea. So I'm going to be posting that in the afternoon on Tuesday, and we'll get that rolling. Wednesday is Lightco. Thursday is Maundy Thursday. So we're going to talk about the night before Jesus was crucified, and we'll be streaming that on YouTube. We'll also record it and post it. And then on Friday, we're going to have a Good Friday service on YouTube. And then afterwards, we will still have Fortnite Friday, because that was a huge hit this last week. Saturday morning, we're going to have Caffeine and Quarantine Bible Study on Instagram and Facebook, which is a great time to remind you, if you are not already following us or on Instagram or liking us on Facebook, we are on both of those as Ginger Creek students. We post stuff every day, and it is one of the ways that we get info out to you guys. That is it for announcements. I need a vote in the chat. Here we go. I'll give you a couple seconds. Get ready. Do we play another Kahoot, or do we fire up Drawful on Jackbox? Jackbox. All right. 2 votes for Jackbox. Jackbox it is. I am going to need a second to get that going. All right. Drawful is opening. And I'm, again, not going to play any sound whatsoever. So you guys are going to have to do without it, because we're not getting this stream taken down. Ain't nobody got time for that. All right. Drawful 2. Play Drawful. There are 8 spots. And just know that the first person in, so that we can have the most people in, the first person in is also going to be the host. That won't be me. I'll just be facilitating from over here. So you'll have to start the game, and then everyone else that is still here, you guys can watch and vote as well. Audience is enabled, but there are only 8 spots to start the game. So Drawful, we've got video capture. We need to add a window capture. Boom, almost there. Not sure why it looks like that, but we will go with it. All right, we need to, I'm almost there, guys. Can you see that? I think you can. Boom, and then let's move down a level. Boom. All right, we are ready to go. So who is the host? Josiah, do you have any questions about hosting? Basically, you have no responsibilities. The code is on your screen. We've got Harrison, Gina, Tessa, Becca, Eggy, Barb, and Austin. Ken, kick me out. It's not working. Back out and refresh your page. I don't think I can kick you out from here. So if you press back and then refresh your page, sometimes it'll let you back in. John, hang tight. We'll play a couple rounds, okay? All right, Josiah, go ahead and get it started then. We'll play a couple rounds of this, and if you are in, make sure you can still see the live stream because you'll need to know what's going on. You can start it, Josiah, and then we will get this going. If you are here, you can participate as an audience member, and we'll make sure you get in the second game. Boom. Time to draw. Sorry, John. We'll get you in the next game. All right, so while we are waiting, I would like to add back in image slideshow. Boom. Oh my gosh, that's way too big. All right, can everyone still see everything? Should be able to. Tessa, I don't think you can erase. I'm sorry. This will be good. All right, so they are drawing. I'm going to go be an audience member because I can. We got a couple followers on social media. Great friends. Yeah, sorry, Tessa. Hang in there. Time is almost up. Oh, time ran out for... Hey, Jesse. I need to get into this game. Intriguing. Jackbox.tv. The square is a mirror. Austin, you can't be saying stuff like that in the chat. The goal is for it to not, you can't be giving it away. You know what I mean? WKQM. Boom. All right. There are 3 audience members. That's definitely a pain in the butt. You'll see. It wasn't giving it away. I just couldn't write it in the picture. Gotcha. Well, we're going to minimize this. We are good to go. because I want to watch what's happening over here. A pain in the butt. That's what it was? Boom. What? Oh my goodness. A gymnast with an arrow in their back? Oh. Nice job. Nice job. Harrison racking up the points out to an early lead. What is it? Goodness, I don't know. That looks like a person lost at sea, maybe? A person, who drew this one? Whose is this? What is it? What is it? Questioning person with by a river. Human constellation. Real life Frogger. Cliff jumping. Lost in the Grand Canyon. Crossing a river. Chicken cross the road. I'm going to say that's Lost in the Grand Canyon. Nice, Becca. If it is what I think it is, then that's really good. If it isn't what I think it is, then it's still a good drawing. Nice job. Human constellation. Yeah, I don't know. What is constellation? Real life Frogger. Great answer. Nice, Austin. Was not surprised that was your response at all. Questioning person with by a river. Tessa getting some points there. Crossing a river. More points for Ellie. Lost in the Grand Canyon. Boom. A grouping of stars is a constellation? I thought that was constipation. What is it? This is some kind of dancing disco situation for sure. Guys, can I just say that... No, that's the meaning of taco. What? And can I say that it feels very quiet without any kind of music or anything, but I'm really glad that we didn't get shut down by YouTube, so that's a win. Nice job. Nice job, Saltco. I hope you're joking, Ken. Listen here. Joking about what? The YouTube getting taken down, or... Oh, I have to vote. Questioning person by... Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Refresh. Go. I could entertain you with an improvised song. Intriguing. What do you want me to sing about, Josiah? Boogie Nights. Disco party. Tacos. It's raining tacos. Guys, I wanted to play that song so bad tonight. So bad. I wanted to play It's Raining Tacos. Do you guys know that song, right? Please tell me you guys know that song. It's raining tacos. Da 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 da. I don't know the words. Someone type the words for me in the chat and I'll sing it. The Greatest Generation was the actual title. Intriguing. It's raining tacos. All right, I will sing my narration of this game. Or should I just commentate? I'm going to commentate like a sports broadcaster. All right, that's what I'm going for. Yeah, no, I can't do that. I can't do it. We're here at the Saltco Invitational of Drawful 2. We've got our drawing on the board, and it appears to be some kind of stick figure person that is all legs, no arms or a body at all. But our answers have been submitted. We've got invisibility cloak, turtle on stilts as some highlights, really long legs, all great options. The one that really gets me is a clown on stilts. I think that is probably one of the most outstanding answers I've seen in a long time here on Drawful 2. Sing, you fool. I can't sing, Xander. I can't sing. Do you guys want your ears to bleed? Is that what you all really want? You want me to make you guys suffer with my pitch, my, what's it called when you can't hear? Tone deafness. And I would have no, Kirby has a growth spurt. That was another great answer. Daddy long leg spider. Nope, I'm out. Ain't nobody got time for that. Invisibility cloak. Maybe. Clown on stilts. Come on. Yes. Yes. Get those audience votes, Austin. Get those. Daddy long legs. And the actual title was A Turtle on Stilts. I see it now. I totally see it. In first place, Harrison staying strong. Becca is right there. What is it? Wow. Guys. Nice job. A lot of effort was put into this drawing. Multiple colors going on. We've got some kind of clothing situation. So this was yours, Tessa. All right. Let's see what we got here. We've got It's the thought that counts, guys. I need to get my mouse off the screen. Freaks out. Any of you tech wizard people that have maybe messed around with OBS as a streaming software know why it looks like my mouse is having a seizure in the lower part of the screen? Anybody? / how do I make it stop? The latest fashion trend. Lots of points right there. Yeah, right? It's super weird. I tried setting it up earlier, Austin, as mirroring a couple different things, because there's lots of ways you can build scenes. And it was freaking out a little bit when I did it as a game. So it's in window capture right now. And it looks like my mouse is also been captured in the window. CNN? Is this a daytime news network? Tessa, that was a great drawing. There was a lot of detail, and I could definitely see where you were like, I need to erase that but it was so detailed, and then you just got stuck. CNN. This is like daytime news. I'm gonna say, oh, fake news. Oh, someone just went straight up political. Just they're like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I did see that, Josiah. They look pretty interesting. What are they called? I can't remember. Fake news. Two guys chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I would vote for that just to give that person some props because they deserve it. They deserve it. Yeah, Quiplash is a lot of fun. I don't think it would work for Saltco because it's very much an in-person game. And then Devil in the Details. I'll have to take a look at it. Two guys chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart. Fake news. Wow. I really thought more people would vote for fake news. That was a good answer, Harrison. Hey. Nice job, Josiah. Well done, sir. Well done. All right, scoreboard. Harrison is killing it. Also, can we take a moment and just celebrate the fact that lag went from, like, the first time we did this? How long do you think the lag was? The first time we did Saltco Online? Like, how many seconds? To now, we are at 10 seconds of lag. Intriguing. The square is a mirror. It really is, Tessa, isn't it? It's so distracting. I stopped looking at my second screen because that's the screen that it's on. It's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to make it stop, and I can't change the way the game is set up right now because I don't want to mess you guys up. So, shirt with an outlet in it. Mirror shirt. That was a smart answer by somebody. Huh. I don't know about this one. A new invention. It's a good. Yeah. Ugly sweater party. A jersey. It's a solid answer. Cashing in on some points. Well done. Mirror shirt. Like, that answer is just weird enough that it could be the right one. So, well done. New invention. Okay, Gina, getting some points there. How? Huh. All right, leaderboard. Harrison's still out front, and then let's see, where did it go? It disappeared on me. John, are you still here? Is John still in the chat? My question is, why was a mirror necessary to convey that it was an ugly sweater party? Ugly sweater party. Why was a mirror necessary? Good to have you here, John. I want to make sure you get in the next game. It's a meme? What is it? That's definitely some kind of thunderstorm. What do you see when you look in the mirror, Ken? Well, that's an interesting question. Sometimes if like I haven't cleaned my mirror in a while, there will be like little specks of water and stuff like that that'll be on there. That's really it. I clean my mirror pretty regularly, so it's just like a reflective pane of glass that I usually see. I think today there's probably some water specks on there. Yeah. Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening. Wait, I can't sing that. If we get shut down because I just sang that right there, that's honestly more of a credit to my singing ability than it is to like YouTube's. Ken, put the 2 and 2 together. I need you to say more words. Say more words. What do you see when you look in the mirror, Ken, when it reflects what's in front of it, which will be people? I'm so lost, Austin. Help me. What do you see when you look in the mirror? Yourself? You see yourself? I'm so confused. Austin, help. Help. Oh, this is the end of the game. Harrison, nice job. Nice job, Harrison. Most liked goes to... Yes, of course. Of course. Harrison, Eggy, Becca, Austin with most liked. So we're going to start another game. Who in the audience wants to play? There's 3 people in the audience. So just shout out in the chat, and we need to make sure you guys get in the game first. Oh, we started another game. So John needs to get in the game. Is there anyone else in the chat that wants to make sure they get in the game? Missy is just watching. All right. Then once John... Okay, John is in. Go ahead, guys. It is fair game. Jump in the game. Barb, John, Austin, Josiah. While we're doing this, I'm going to try and fix my mouse situation. There we go. Mouse situation has been fixed. No, you're good, Austin. I think everyone is in. That is supposed to be in. If you are not in the game is full at this point. You can jump into the audience if you want to. It looks like there are 10 people watching. No, I don't think there's anyone else, Austin. No one has said anything in the chat about wanting to jump in. So I think you're good. Go ahead. Yes, sorry. Go ahead, Austin. Yee. I need a drink of water. My girlfriend has been telling me that I need to hydrate. And I think that she's right, but I don't really know. I think water is a good thing, but it's just not as tasty as like root beer or orange soda, you know? She's probably listening like, Ken, get your life together. I will be right back. Mm, mm. There you go. Yes. I also got my giant jar of pickles because pickles are my absolute favorite like snack. So I brought them to show you guys. There's like also a serving size of a pickle is half of a pickle. Half of a pickle is enough for a serving of pickles. What? Who eats half a pickle? Anyway, at the end, Austin, sometimes, John, details, it's okay. Not sweet pickles, dill pickles. Dill pickles. See me! No, exactly. Nobody eats half a pickle. That's a crime. Welcome, Simi. Jump into the audience if you want to. This will probably be the last game that we play. We were giving away tacos. Where were you, man? Also, we still have to figure out who's getting the tacos. So, we were on there, and then what happened? You guys were trying to hop into the party, right? I'm not sure, Missy. Because it kept saying you guys were jumping in and out. It was like they joined the party, they left. They joined the party, they left, like right away. But honestly, it was hard to keep track of because there were a whole bunch of people in that party. So, like, we probably had people joining and leaving every 60 seconds. But it was a lot of fun. Is Michael still here? Michael was on there. Michael was clapping on a bunch of middle schoolers and a couple other high schoolers too. But, like, I'm pretty sure that all of the light coat Michael Thiel destroyed everybody. I'm pretty sure that all of Lightco thinks that Michael is just the GOAT at Fortnite. He got on there and he just destroyed everybody. Absolutely everybody. It was bad. Like, kids were crying. It was rough. No one was crying, but all right, I lost track of this game. Where are we at here? How many drawings have we gone through? All right, so when you stream, there is a like your computer is sending videos to the internet, right? In this case, to YouTube. And depending on how good your internet is and how fast your computer is, it'll end up dropping it. What it calls is dropped frames, right? So during the stream tonight, I have dropped 44% of the frames that I have sent to the internet. 44% of them. What number do you think that is? So it says 44%. The stream has been active for an hour and 20 minutes. So how many frames did not make it to YouTube? What do you think? If anyone gets remotely close to it, I will give you a Corona high five, which is a high five from here. It's just kind of a picture of how bad my internet is tonight. Oof. Becca, that is not even close. So I think that I've dropped 700 frames in. Okay, I've been watching it. I dropped 700 frames in like 25 seconds. So it's 821. That's not bad, Austin. That's actually in the right ballpark. I have dropped 137,000 frames. 137 still images of myself did not make it to the internet. But how has the viewing experience been? Has it been choppy? You said I was getting like 30 FPS earlier, Austin. So that's not bad. It's not great, but is there lag or anything like that? I mean, obviously there's lag, but is there buffering? I need another pickle. Yeah. Yeah, once it gets down below, really below 30, you can really tell. I got a new computer, and it generally runs at 60, but sometimes I slow it down depending on what game I'm playing. And then this, it just does the best that it can, so. Slideshow time? Yeah, I get that. That's funny. Sorry. Oh my goodness. So is it soothing or is it irritating? Because I can crunch closer to the camera if you guys want to. There's nothing like a good pickle, you know? It just really hits the spot. I'm sorry, Barb. I'm sorry. Missy, we're thinking the same way. We're on the same track. I'm like, oh man, how irritating can I be? Let's make this awful. And just crunching away. And then Barb is like, no! And Ellie is like, yeah. That was interesting. I think it's time for another pickle. I'm not going to have another pickle. I'm passing on the pickles. Passing on the pickles, guys. Mm-mm. Yeah. Austin, it says on my end that I am running 60 FPS, and then it probably looks that way because I'm dropping 44% of my frames. So that makes sense. All right, we've got a drawing here. Elaborate. Um, I have no idea what that is. So, Austin, you said you've used OBS before. Do you stream ever? Or what do you use it for? It does look like Abe Lincoln, that's true. Right? I think that is Abe Lincoln doing something. That's a great answer. Very specific, very detailed. Abe Lincoln hiding behind a wall. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see it. I see it. Half of Mount Rushmore. I totally see it. Wow. Well done, Barb. Nice job. That launched you into first place. Yeah. Yeah. That is a chicken in love with a human, or is it a human that loves fried chicken? I think it's some kind of Popeyes reference. That's definitely a Popeyes reference. Bestiality? Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah. Beat Saber is um, like if someone is doing well on Beat Saber, it's really fun to watch. If someone is trash, then it's not very fun to watch. But it's kind of therapeutic if someone is really good at it. Chicken Love. Yeah. It is a really good chicken. Like everyone knew. Oh my gosh. I've only played I haven't played Beat Saber. I played Audio Shield. Have you played that one? Honestly, I expected that from you, Austin. I was like, oh, Austin didn't put that because he's asking. It's basically the same concept, but it's less cool because you have shields, and so you're blocking stuff that's coming at you instead of slicing it with awesome lightsaber like swords. So it's just not as. It's like the light version of Beat Saber. Yeah, I feel you, Tessa. Also, his head is not connected to his body at all. It's got some kind of levitation thing going on there. Harry Potter holding a grenade. It's good. A blind man holding a grenade. Shrek in high school. Um, Carl from Mega Man. Yeah. Now that you mention it, Tessa, it's like all that I can see. It's a good drawing, but his head is not attached, and the colors are different, and it definitely throws me off too. Yeah. Would a blind man need glasses? If the blind man is wearing like sunglasses, Tessa, submit a formal request. I'm sure they'll look at it and make it happen. That was a good. I totally see the professor now though. All right, Barb is crushing it, ahead by like 1,200 points. What is it? Also, is anyone playing Animal Crossing? Is anyone out there passing time with Animal Crossing? Because this game has honestly changed how I look at gaming. It, yeah. Animal Crossing is not only peaceful and therapeutic, but it it honestly, like, lots of games I play just kind of are like mindless, and it's like I'm uh, running, or I'm shooting somebody, or I'm driving a car. Animal Crossing, the goal of Animal Crossing is just to exist and have a happy island. And like, you do that, and then it sucks you in, and you're like, I got to get my bells today. I gotta harvest some iron. I gotta go talk to all my friends. Guys, I accidentally hit one of the animals in Animal Crossing, and I panicked because she was upset at me, because like she would be, because she got hit, right? But I was panicked about this fictional character named Gale that I had bumped into, and then turns out I didn't realize that games could make me feel that way anymore. Hmm. It's been a stirring gaming experience on Animal Crossing. It really has transformed who I am as a gamer. That's my take on Animal Crossing. My girlfriend is in the chat. She should probably say something because she plays it a lot too. She's the one that got me into it. Magician Wedding. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Doom is a whole nother animal. Josiah with the most liked. Nice job, Barb. Way to go. All right, friends. It is 8:30. I got to hop off. This has been a ton of fun. I hope you guys will tune back in next week. And all week this week, we have Holy Week stuff going on. So tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and on Easter, we are doing stuff the entire time. So if you want to play video games, drop your gamer tag in the comments, and I will add you on any of the cross-platform games that people are playing. So that's really Fortnite or Rocket League or Minecraft are really the big three. So drop your gamer tag. I will add you guys, and we'll get some cross-play. We have Minecraft Monday tomorrow. So, and if you drop your gamer tag, also drop what your platform is. So I will be around this week. Reach out if you guys need anything. I'm praying for you guys. Y'all are awesome. And have a great week. Bye, guys.